This episode is outfitted by Pendulum Threads, built for the hybrid athlete. Whether you're in the gym, on the trail, or chasing your next challenge, their gear moves with you. Head to pendulumthreads.com and use code COUNTDOWN2 for 15% off your order. Pendulum Threads. Perfect comfort, perfect performance.
If we were in person, I'd throat punch you right now.
Every episode, we would throat punch each other 5 times.
But
This
it'd
is
be
why
funny.
We don't live in the same state.
It'd be hilarious.
Go ahead.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to podcast. Yeah. Oh man. Let's try this over. Welcome back, everybody, to Countdown 2 podcast. I'm your co-host, Drew.
And I'm Leighton.
And we're brothers. Yay!
Yes, we are.
We're brothers. You're my brother.
Oh. I'm estranged now.
Yeah, you are strange. Hey, so what are we talking about in this episode? First off, how you doing?
I'm good. Actually, pretty good. How are you?
Miserable jerk. Did you work out this week?
I did a lot, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, and
CrossFit style?
Yep. It felt great. Both Haley and I, my whole body is sore, and it's an amazing feeling. I've missed it, and muscle memory's coming back. It's happening pretty quick, which is really nice, as you can tell through the screen. Look how amazing I look.
No, I was trying to see your brain muscle
my
memory.
My brain muscle's gone forever. So,
Well,
yeah.
at least we can be on autopilot. That works.
Yeah.
No, dude, soreness from working out is beautiful. As one
Yes,
that
it
deals
is.
with chronic pain and hurting myself, because that's what I feel like doing. I always love the difference of like, oh my gosh, I hurt, but it's because of workout, and it's good stuff.
Yes, sir, it is.
So, I have a bad back.
What?
Yep. And on to our best episode.
That's insane.
No, I went to PT. Finally got an appointment, and it's something in my L4, L5 slip discs. And so I get to start PT. She's like, don't bend forward ever again. So that's, I'm gonna be the king of squats. So like,
Perfect.
like I've got like a 2 month of intense focus, stretching, all this stuff like that. And no biking, no living life, I guess. No bending forward. But I'm like, okay. So I'm going to be one of those patients that are like, okay, she said this, but what about, I can try this.
Yeah.
And, but I mean, I think I know enough. That's always doctor's favorite. I think I know enough through WebMD. No, but I think I know enough to go, okay, this is not exasperating it anymore. But I don't know. I'm taking it as a grain of salt. Yeah.
Yeah, you're testing it out. Well,
Yeah.
When I go riding, I'll think of you. So,
And
But anyways.
I've got my voodoo doll around here for you somewhere. No, I'm sure.
oh, that explains so much. It's all your fault.
Dang it.
Awesome.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Well, hey, I know that's really frustrating, and I feel like a lot of people could get that news and be bummed out. They could let it ruin their day. They can let it ruin their focus. And
I'm letting it ruin my life.
Yeah, I want to be the voice of annoyance of like, dude, like when you told me about your problems, I'm like,
which time?
Yeah, the most recent time when you told me that you have discs broken out or whatever. I was like, hey, at least you know the problem now. Like, it's not just
Yeah.
you. Like, it's something you can work on. Like, it's
It's
something
not just in
tangible.
your head.
Like, and I only say that like as a callback to my depression episode when that doctor was like, this isn't who
Oh,
you
episode
are.
4.
Like, it was
Yeah.
just like, oh, it was like, oh, okay, there is something wrong with me. There's something that can be fixed. Like, it's just not who
Yeah.
I am. So,
Right.
so I want to encourage you. Like, I'm stoked for you. Of like, you have something to work on in the fall and the winter,
Mhm.
and that's a season to where, you know, it's not bike park season. It's not all of our summer plans. You know, you have time. You know.
Yeah, and I
So,
did think that. I did
good.
put that into reality, or yeah, just map it that way where it's just like, oh, it's not biking season. It is, I've got goals, I've got things I want to do. We've got goals, but it's like, well, at least it's not, like you that breaks your collarbone right before the season starts.
Yes, use me as example.
Yeah, what
of-
not to do. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
How not to look.
Yeah.
Anyways, so, so yeah, so no, I mean that's the focus I'm working on is to heal it, repair it, don't stress it,
Yeah.
so that I come back bigger and stronger.
And
my
I want to
back
say
it's gonna be ripped.
without talking crap, I don't mean this in a bad way. I am proud of you that you naturally saw the benefit, saw the good in it, because I feel like old past us would just like, oh, throw in the towel or whatever. Not that we would throw in the towel, but it would be a natural thought at first to like,
Well, no, I mean,
I'm
I think
giving
you're
up on everything.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, there was definitely times where it's just like, hang it, my goals are shot. Like they suck. I might as well be a bof on the sofa. I'm sorry, I've got kids, and it's from a Dr. Seuss book, bof on the
Oh.
sofa. So my wife and I
Sweet.
use that as like a lazy person. Yeah, don't be a bof on the sofa, bro. Hey, what's going on?
It's funny, if you didn't give an explanation, I'd be like, whatever. He just just makes sense.
You're
these
old.
days.
What the hell?
You're what? No,
Is that an old person saying?
no, it's a dumb saying.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, sometimes those can be one that's okay. So on the topic of old people,
yes.
I'm trying to go back to school.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, there's things I want to brush up on. I'm pretty good at some things, but it came naturally or through work experience or all that stuff like that. That's how I've gotten so far in life.
Yeah.
But anyways, but actually, I want to get my bachelor's. I've never gotten it, obviously, and I want it for the accomplishment sake of going,
Clout.
wow, yeah, just like wow, this no, like.
I'm kidding.
You and your fancy words. No, like, no, but just to accomplish something, to really grind out something, and like, it's non-physical, like that's mental and all that stuff. And so I'm like, you know what? I've been talking about this for years. I just got to go do it. This is the best place. Why not now? So I go to the community college or junior college or whatever you guys call it nowadays. Our local one here, just to like kind of start that process. I'm old man on campus. I show up and I'm like going, I'm being looked at like, well, two things. One, I'm looking around me going, who are these kids? Like, or shouldn't they be in like junior high? And then secondly, I'm like, they're looking at me like, hey, oh, this guy must be a professor, which, I walk around strutting my stuff until I sit down in the back of the row. But, yeah, it was just a weird, I mean, I'm having to embrace it, but it is kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just that
Dude,
old
that's
guy.
awesome though. And just to like make you feel better, like even when I was in community college and I was 23, 24, like I felt old then too. And like, and I don't know if you remember Andrew, not you, but Andrew, he rode with us a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I met him in my environmental science class, and he had quit mountain biking, and like I inspired him, and he now is racing in like New Zealand. So you're welcome. Like, I brought a racer back to this world, but Anyways, um,
That's a
so I
really
don't.
interesting. I I can't
Didn't
find the
tie in really.
encouragement. The encouragement
I
in
literally
there. I'm
encourage the
23 and I
people
felt like I
around
was the
you.
old guy. You know, okay, great story. As we say in my family, cool story, Hansel. Anyways, throwback to Zoolander. Yeah, so on to our episode.
Yeah,
Was
I'm proud of
very
you, bro. I'm stoked to see you go to school.
well. I mean, it's
Don't
one of
give up.
those. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's one of those things where it's just like, hey, we got one life to live. Um, you feel good in one area, a lot of other areas want to come on board with that. And like, even though we
Mhm.
talk about like, hey, we're not doing this podcast from arrival, we're doing it as a journey. It's still part of the journey. Like, strength, body, spirit, mind. Um, it's just naturally one of those things. It's just, man, as I get more fit and confident in myself, oh man, okay, like, why not do something I've always wanted to finish?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so. And it's
Well,
also
and that's
nice too because like I didn't do school before because I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. But now
yeah,
now it's like, okay, between my job, the job I want, um, and then my wife's career there where I'm going to be doing some of the financial books for her, and then between the podcasts, it's like I have a direction of what I want to learn and stuff like that. So it's directly applicable. So
yeah. No, that's awesome. That's great, and like I mean that's part of this podcast is like doing stuff you love later in life, like and not letting people or life get in the way. I guess
yeah.
not using family as an excuse of like, oh, I have kids and I got to raise them, so I can't. It's like, well, figure it out. Like people make things happen all
Well,
the
I mean,
time.
a big inspiration is one of our hosts, our guest, Ryan, Wolf Out West. He's
Hmm.
lives in San Diego, which is not a cheap place to live. He lives, 4 blocks from the beach. He's got 4 little boys and a job, and I think a side hustle. And he went back to school, and now he's like going and getting, I mean, just crazy math and science and all this. I don't even know how to pronounce half the stuff he does, but and it's just like, oh, okay, so what's my excuse? Yeah, we both have the same
Yeah.
24 hours a day. Yeah, there's
Hmm.
different. I mean, he seems like a brilliant dude. I mean, based off what he's doing, obviously, and so I can maybe go that route of like, you know, put myself down of like, oh, I'm not as smart as that or whatever. But it's like, no, it's different, and I'm not going
Hmm.
after like, a PhD in whatever the heck he does.
Physics.
Fit
Physics.
words, yes, and
Ye-
spell that physics. What? Uh, so yeah, so I mean, so it's like, okay, yeah, why can't we do that? Why can't we
Yeah.
go for it? Anyways, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it, and then you're gonna do it because I said so.
I only have a couple more semesters to go and I'd be done, but I don't want to. There's no
That's a whole
point,
nother
dude.
episode. What? Okay.
For me, there's no point, but I'm not saying there's no point in school, but I love school. I miss college, but um no, that's awesome. And Wolf Out West, that's our sponsor. That's Pendulum Threads. He's the
Yeah.
owner of it.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot to add that too.
Shout them out.
That's also, on top of everything else I listed that he's doing, he's also the owner of Pendulum Threads, and so running a business. Holy cow!
Yeah.
I have no excuse.
Yep. I have many. Anyway, I'm kidding. All right, episode.
Kidding.
Kidding.
All right, so
So,
lead us. Lead us.
thank you. I'm trying. If you shut up. So anyway, today we're having a little callback to the last couple episodes. We talked about fear of the world and controlling what we can. We talked about the fall and seasonal depression, acknowledging the temptation to hibernate. And so now I wanted to talk about how to build momentum in the middle of all of that. And there's 3 practical ways to thrive this season. So I wanted to talk about the power of micro wins. And we talked about how to building micro wins, like for for our workout, our mountain biking, things like that. And this is a shout out to what Braden Bringhurst taught us. Is that like instead of being paralyzed by the big scary world, we can focus on what's right in front of us. Micro wins give you a dopamine rush to hit, and to keep it makes you keep the ball rolling with everyday little wins. We talked about like just showing up at the gym when you don't want to. Just that first step through is like, oh, I accomplished something. You can, but bringing it home, like you can finally fix something that you've been meaning to get to around the house, that your partner's been on you about. Like, it's just like these all these little things that can add up and matter, and really change like your life at home, kind of a thing. So as we're yes, sir.
Yeah, question for you.
Yes.
So
yeah, answer.
What are your micro wins, or what are your micro focuses right now that speak to this?
I fixed the drip line the other day.
You are the drip line. So you
Finally
were quiet.
Fixed the drip line.
You were quiet for once. Sorry. We quit. Drip line. Okay. And it's something in the house.
That was
like
in the yard.
Like watering. Oh, okay. That kind of drip line.
Yeah,
okay.
like a drip line. Yeah.
Gotcha. There you go.
It was one little part that needed to be fixed, and I had it in my list in the back of my head all the time. And one Saturday, I went and got that part. I went and fixed it. It worked, and it made a big difference at home.
Yeah, no, I mean, but it also freed you up to where it's like, oh, I don't have this thing hanging over me,
Yeah,
for real. So yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and it makes Haley super happy, which is a big win.
And how long did it take you?
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and that isn't that the thing?
And that includes going and getting the part too.
Yeah, isn't that the thing though? I mean, like I think that we all have these to-do lists or these, nagging things, but it's like, my gosh, honestly, when you really do it, a lot of these can be knocked out in minutes at a time, and it just frees you up. And I love that.
And if you have a big project, like, one day go grab the part, have it ready here, like it doesn't have to be, okay, I'm going to spend all day on this one thing. It's just like, all right, one day during the week on your way home, stop at the store, grab it. Or if you don't know what you need to get done, just while you're at work on a break, look it up, just just the little chunking away at things.
It's almost like reverse engineering something and creating a countdown.
Oh, that's what we do. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh man.
And something I did this also last week. I had a real in the evening time inkling to drink, and I was just like, just gotta wait till the liquor store closes. That's it. Then I can't.
Oh, because you didn't have anything in there.
Then the temptation's gone. Yeah, exactly. I was just like, let's just. I just gotta make. It's not gotta make it to tomorrow. Gotta make it to or the rest of my life. Gotta fight this feeling every day for the rest of my life. It was like, no, let's just wait an hour, and till the liquor store closes, and it helped a lot.
Sure.
So just taking a big scary project and then just like whittling it down to like what you need to do first, reverse engineering. So that
well, and I mean, with my new situation with my back, everything's taken longer, and because I'm having to work on properly doing it and not exasperate it, and so almost feel like it fits in this because it's like unloading the dishwasher, like strategically I've got to really be careful, but I can still do it. I just have to do full on squat,
Nice.
Well, yeah, and I mean, so like
Exercise.
it's like figuring out those things, and then like so it's not stalling me out or stopping me. It's that is a micro win. It's like I still get done. I still my wife's a professional, and so she's constantly working and away, and her commute is 2 hours and all that stuff like that. So it's like, oh, I'm still contributing to the family, even though I'm busted up, and I get a power squat in there. I mean, it's not
There you
like
go.
the weight you're lifting, but dishes add up heavy.
They
So
do. Yeah, and exactly. Well, yeah, no,
do
that's
what
that's
you
that's
can.
good. And yeah, and I want us to. There's two things I want to add to this part is, let's use our natural instincts of as it gets darker, the hibernation. It's like,
Hmm.
okay, let's use it instead of having it depress us. Let's use it to like work on our house, and like I don't mean physically, like, and literally. I just mean the souls, the hearts, the minds that are in our home. Like,
Hmm.
let's make it the safest and most fun place for your family.
Hmm.
Um, and there's creative ways, we can all come together, learn each other more. But I also want to add that I want people to stay home if they have families, like, to work on. But if you're single, if you're a bachelor, if you don't have family, go to the gym as much as you can. Go be around other people, around good people as much as you can. Not people at a bar necessarily or anything like that, but join groups. Like, I don't think it's great to isolate yourself to where you can hear the negativity. That's the only influence you have is your mind. Like, if you're really depressed
Hmm.
or something, go be around good people
Yeah.
and exercise with them. Like, that saved me with CrossFit,
Yeah. Well, and
when I was single and alone. Like,
yeah, and that definitely speaks back to the dopamine hits because, there's why go drink, why go to the bar. I mean, a lot of times it is that community, absolutely, but it's also like, oh, I get the dopamine hits from drinking and this and that, and so but going to the gym, going to positive groups and stuff like places that actually build you up, that replaces those dopamine hits. It's different, but it's better, and it solidifies in your brain like, hey, here's a healthy avenue where I'm not hungover afterwards, or I'm not like waking up going, oh, what did I do with my life, or who's this person next to me, kind of thing.
yeah, right,
um
yeah.
so I mean, it's very constructive, but yeah.
Yeah, and these aren't just small things. They're daily acts of ownership that turn your home into a place of momentum instead of stagnation. Like, yeah, we, like I was saying before, we look at a huge project and we're like, I gotta do all of that right now at once. And it's like, no, we don't. You take chunks at it. We don't.
Hmm.
When we go to the gym, we're not like, I need to lift 500 pounds right now and once,
Oh,
and that's
I
my
do.
workout.
Yeah, I do that. So I got a bad
Okay.
back. Learn from my mistakes.
Well, anyways,
No, but I get
it's
it.
not.
Like,
Well, no, I'm not done.
I
Hold
mean, you
on.
are.
Crap.
I
No,
get
it's
excited.
like we don't go to the workout. We don't. Our workout doesn't consist of I'm going to go lift a 500-pound bar once and then leave. It's like, no, we do uh squats, we do Bulgarian split squats, we do deadlifts, just like a bunch of workouts to like make us all strong. Like, sorry, you don't,
I
but
don't. You do.
anyways,
I can't even
now
say
you can.
Bulgarian,
They're
Bulgaria.
called they're called hell
They're
demon
called
squats.
bulging disc laria. Um,
Yeah.
but no, I mean, absolutely. I mean, like, to what you were saying about like just taking in small chunks. I mean, my garage is constantly thrashed, and I'm always like, I need to knock this out, but I don't have a time slot to where I could get it all done. And it's just like, no, Drew, just one piece at a time. So I started systematically taking chunks out. Like, okay, here's my office, clean up my office, clean up the clutter.
Yeah.
Here's my workout area, clean it up, clean up the clutter, and here's my studio, clean up the clutter, which clearly I still need to work on that one. But
Yeah. Wow. I wasn't going to say anything, but well, it's funny too
that would be a
because
first.
I I our second car, it still has a bunch of crap in it from when we moved. Like, and it's all stuff that was in the garage, and now I need
Hey,
to go
take out
into
the
the garage
kids, all
again.
right?
And okay,
Oh
and
wait, no, I wasn't calling them a bunch of crap. I'm sorry. I was just meaning
it's okay.
fail.
No, you know, it's like, oh, I've been wanting to empty out the garage, and it's like, dude, each day I finally decided. I was like, when I got home from work, just grab one item, and then take it in, and then put stuff away, you know, and then so if I do that every day, after a week, it's all emptied out, and it took 5 minutes each
Yeah.
day
See,
instead of like, okay, I'm going to spend an afternoon or a
Yeah.
morning or something, you know.
I love that. I listened to a guy speaking. He was an old guy like me, so it was good. Actually, he was a lot older, but he was talking about um, he's talking about just the amount of times we walk around our house. We could easily clean the house because
Yeah.
without even cleaning the house, because hey, something's out of place, just grab it, take it where
Yeah.
it needs to go while you're going up to the places you would already go for where that house, you know, where that is. And I love that. So I'll just see things that are out of place and just pick it up because I'm already headed upstairs anyway. So I can throw it in the laundry room or whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my son to do it. It's not working, but I'm really trying to get him to do it.
Keep at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, lead. It's perfect. Lead by example. Like, you know, you bought your house. Keep it nice. You know, like one of the biggest purchases you're ever gonna make. Keep it clean,
dude.
Keep out the clutter.
We're squatting.
You're what?
Squatting.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, we were talking about squats earlier. So
no, we didn't buy this. We didn't buy this place. It was empty. So
yeah. Hey, you have made it last a long time.
Who would have known?
So kudos to you. But
I'm good at squats.
Yeah, just literally just the simple things can really keep your household happy and keep you happy. It can make you feel accomplished. And I'm just trying to help people not feel paralyzed by having too much to do.
Yeah.
You know, I have constantly have like 10, you know, working on me, working on my family, working on my future, working on our futures, you know, just like it can get overwhelming. And so it's like, okay, what can I do right this second? Yeah. And if you need to rest, go rest, you know, it's fine too.
Well, yeah. And I mean, like, I'm always like, well, I don't have time or I don't have, you know, I just, whatever. But then I'll be like, you know, constantly doing this. And next thing I look up and it's like, oh, I've been desk scrolling for a half hour. That could have been a half hour productive, you know, stuff. So I'm really trying to keep phones away and yeah.
For those who are listening and not watching.
Oh yeah, sorry.
His phone of like, he was doom scrolling. And I constantly have to like, what am I doing? Like, and it's not like it's all bad. If you want some you time to be on your phone, whatever, do it while you're using the bathroom. No, but yeah, especially, dude, I try, like, especially when we have the kids, it's like I stay off my phone, not just for me to spend time with them, but also them, like teaching them to stay off their phones too. Well, they don't have phones, but
they have iPads,
just trying to, so
well, funny story.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, good one, wasn't it? It was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was great.
If we were in person, I'd throat punch you right now.
Every episode, we would throat punch each other 5 times.
But it'd be funny.
We don't live in the same state.
It'd be hilarious. No. Next week, we got an opportunity to go to a tiny house. It's on a winery. It's the one I visited before. And it's out in the middle of nowhere. They don't have Wi-Fi there. And they don't have a TV and all this stuff like that. And we're only going for 2 nights, but still, with an 8-year-old, it's like, not that he needs that, and he doesn't have, you know, if we say no TV, he's like, okay, cool, I'll do something else. But there's not another thing there. Like, there's not toys or Legos or whatever. I mean, we're gonna bring books and games and stuff like that. But it's interesting how it's like, I mean, we could have our phones out and stream something on there. And maybe we will, but for the most part, I'm trying to see how far we can get or how long we can get without like needing that needing that dopamine hit itself. Like I'm stoked on like there's no light pollution, so I'm excited about the stars. It's overlooking the
You do love
river,
that.
and like I mean that's my jam, right? And so I'm hoping that my family can just relax as well and just enjoy that. And yeah, so
I'm stoked for that, dude.
yeah,
That'll be awesome.
thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
That's exciting. I don't know. I'm losing my mind on how you're not going to talk to me for 2 days, but
With pleasure. I mean with
like
with pain.
That's why. That's the reason.
Yeah. I mean, actually, we have full access to phones and internet. We just don't want to talk to you. So I'm sorry.
Thanks.
A jerk. I quit me.
Funny. You quit you.
So, but I like this, and it leads into number 2.
Yeah.
Reframing
Part
the
2.
dark seasons. Because like we've talked about, and I'm sure you will elaborate on this as well, but like we talked about, where it's just like, oh my gosh, doom is coming, the darkness is coming, my fibromyalgia is going to be acting up just as the season changes and gets colder. There's nothing good that comes after October and all that stuff like that. And so but there's a lot of growth that can happen during that time. There's a lot of healing that will happen during this time. So it's reframing that.
Yeah. Take ownership of how the season's going to be. We can complain, we can cry, we can, I don't like it. If you're going to say you're going to have a shitty time, you're going to have a shitty time. Own it. To be like, no, I'm going to grow. I'm going to do good through this season. The winter, the cold, the darkness, it's coming no matter what. So you can't control that. So control you, control your family. It's all just decisions.
Yeah.
Emotional decisions. That's really hard to fight, but it's possible. And if you start now and start small, you'll be, the next winter season, you'll be able to own it. Like you could do it. You could fail this winter and not do good. But the fact that you tried and you are trying to face it, that's a win. That's a micro win. Let's keep pushing towards that. And let's use this as the darkness is the soil for growth. Let's water it. It's nothing right now, but eventually it'll grow into something, and then spring will come and you'll be all happy and the sun's coming out
and you'll bloom like a plant because of
beautiful.
I see what you're doing here. We're trying to grab into the gardening community and get more listeners that are gardeners. I like that. Good job.
Yeah, it's funny because I was like, oh, Drew's finally understanding what I'm saying, and no, he's not.
As one who has broken my hip before, I can relate to gardeners and old people that you're trying to target. So good job.
Does breaking your femur count as breaking your hip?
Well, it was in the surgical neck. So here's the ball joint, and it was right here. And so technically, when somebody breaks a hip, it's that ball joint area. So
it makes my groin hurt. Like I'm like, ooh, just imagine. Oh,
I'm glad
I'm sorry that happened to you.
I'm glad it can cause you groin pain.
I was a very little kid when that happened because we're so much age difference. But I felt so bad. Just so you know, I cared. Like,
man, you're awesome.
When that happened. I was just so full of empathy and caring about other people a little too much because it affected me too. But
unlike our nieces and nephews who are like, "Hey, Uncle Glass." Yeah, break your hip.
Yeah, because you've broken like everything except your face. But
gotta keep this going. So, but no. So how are you reframing the dark season for you? Do you like how I did that?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I try to trick myself. I don't know if I've tricked myself so good that this is what I actually believe, but I think I prefer winter riding over summer riding.
Weird.
Yeah, this changed a little bit this summer because this summer was like 80 degrees all summer long, and I have a nice bike. I
And
put
you
that
don't want to
last
get
summer
dirty.
full. Yeah, right. I actually cleaned it. It's all pretty back there. But anyways,
It's called not riding.
um, so it's funny because I'm like, do I prefer winter riding, or if I tricked myself so well that I do? But when you have the right gear, like waterproof gear to ride in, it's amazing. Winter riding's so fun, and I love storms, and I love the rain, and so the part of that is like actually getting stoked to ride in the fall, the pretty colors, versus the
Yeah,
dead
dude.
California.
I love riding in fall when all the leaves are changed, the crisp, cool
Yeah.
air, and
Oh,
dude,
the morning ride right now, the mornings are really crisp, and so I'm like, yes, I love this crisp
nice,
air. And so I don't know, I'm just trying to get excited for the bad weather. Like,
dude.
what?
Boggs Mountain, Boggs Mountain, where you mountain
Oh, I've heard
bike,
of it.
that is awesome in the fall. Like I love the smells
Yeah,
of the dry leaves and stuff like that. Oak
yeah.
trees don't change color much, but still the smells and the crisp air. Ah, I loved it up there.
Oh, I'm so
Pine
stoked. Oh
needles,
man,
yeah,
this is gonna be so fun this weekend riding.
yeah, dude, hell
It
yeah.
locally. Well, and Haley started riding in the fall too, so she's used to being bundled up, and um, so hey, it's my birthday next week. Sorry,
It,
squirrel moment. I'm stoked for that. I like my birthday, and so I'm stoked to go riding in the
it's
fall.
because you're
But
young. Nice, dude. Oh, by the way, there's a package. Did you get it yet?
no, I forgot about
Okay.
that.
Okay. Don't
Oh,
open it until your
yeah.
birthday.
I'm not gonna open until my birthday.
And of course, I have over here the card for your birthday that I
I
forgot to
don't want to
put
see it.
in the package.
Oh! I thought you were gonna like try to tease of what it is. I'm like, I don't want to see
No,
anything.
no.
Don't
I totally
like.
forgot to put it in the package like an awesome person. So
Sweet. Um, yeah. So yeah, trying to shift the mindset of oh, this is gonna be shitty. It's like, no, this is gonna be great. There's opportunity to grow. There's opportunity to have fun. Look in your house. Yeah, we're not going to the park with the kids after work, but we can wrestle if you're not injured, or there's 5 minutes of sunshine, so let's ride our bikes, real fast around the neighborhood and put up lights. You can buy some lights too, to ride around at night around the house with the kids. Um, yeah, just taking crappy opportunities and making them into a growing experience. It'll change you. It'll change your family. Like, just be excited. Be excited for the crap because it'll change you. That's a big reframing and mind shift.
yeah.
And start small. Start small.
Well, and absolutely. And but we would encourage, write all this down. Like write
Mm,
down the things that you're dreading, and then a reframe to, well, I'm dreading this, but I can do this instead, or I can use this as an opportunity, or whatever the case may be, so that, because we can tell our minds something all day or think something all day, but when you're writing it down, it brings it more into light and more into life to where we actually have possibility to change
yeah.
based on that, or we can revisit it. I journal a ton. I just have gotten in the habit over the years, and I love doing that because it does reframe it. Um, and if I get into stinking thinking or depressed, I mean, like with my back as it is, I'm having to reframe everything that I had written down for it. But I'm like keeping forefront the goal of health, and my back's something that's always bothered me. It's okay. How
Yeah.
use this time? Let this be a rehab time. In the rehab, what can I do? What should I not do? Um, in addictive medicines, or therapies, addictive therapies, they talk about obviously refraining from things like the addictive thing, but also what are you going to replace it with? Because we
Yeah.
can take things away, but it leaves a hole. All right, so what can you put in that's healthy, kind of thing? And I look at it the same way. It's like, okay, I've got this time where I'm going to have to rehab my back. What can I put in its place of, biking and of this and of that to still have joy in the season, kind of thing. So,
Yeah. No,
but that
definitely. And
starts from right. Yeah.
yeah, and when you write down something you dread, maybe just start with why. Like, why do you dread it?
Mm,
Like,
mm.
like is what find this so instead of, I don't know, just for me, I think that would really help. Of like, oh, I can't think of something I'm dreading right now, but like if I wrote it down, it's like, why do I dread it? Is it because it's going to take time from me? Is it hard? Is it, well, what makes it hard? Maybe
Yeah.
I'll try to come up with something in my life I dread and don't want to face. But
Totally.
yeah,
I'm like
just
that with looking at
keep it simple.
fall. I'm like that with looking at fall. It's like, oh, it's dark and dreary and I hate fall and I know what comes after fall. But when I really write down and look at what fall actually is, it's like, oh man, it's like you say, that crisp air, that morning cold while then the afternoon's hot, and
Yeah.
just all of these beautiful our mom she loved fall, and so those memories of her
Smell of
come
the
back,
rain.
and it's like, oh, okay, I do like fall, so
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have known that unless I really wrote it down. And so
Yeah, and this popped into my head that I want to say, like, as we're talking about working on your family and uh, at home, if you're like going through something with a partner, or a spouse, or whatever, and like there's not a lot of communication, I would say, like, they're supposed to. You're supposed to support each other. So if you're wanting to make a change, maybe go to them and be like, "Hey, I noticed some things in me that I'm not loving, and I want to change. Like, can we talk about me, like, and the things I could be working on, and can you support me in them?" If that's not, a place that you can be at, like, and you want to make a grand gesture of making change day to day with your family, like, talk about it. Don't just do something and hope they notice, and you're putting expectations on that act of service, or something you cleaned, or something that your partner probably thinks you should be just doing already, and it's not a bonus.
guilty.
Yeah, same. These are things I've learned. And then and there's sometimes too I want to say, "Hey, I did this," but like I'm not necessarily looking for clout. It's because I want that project that's in the back of their mind to like be able to really, hey, I took care of that. That's been taken care of.
Yeah.
But because if you're setting expectations and you're not on the same level with your partner in the season, like, it's gonna make you mad. You're gonna get like, well, they don't even notice the good things I'm doing around here, or something like that. It's just like, it's like, no. And if they don't, wait for them to notice. If you do it enough, they eventually will. So just do what you're supposed to be doing. Work on your household, talk with your kids, put phones away, have dinners together, play. Play is so big for kids, like, the time spent, communication, be safe, for them, and just make change. I'm literally so excited for anyone that's listening to this, and that's in a like dark place and they're dreading this winter season. I'm so excited for you to get out of that, because you're going to be like, wow, this is amazing. Like, I'm growing, I'm changing, I'm learning, I'm healing. It is so incredible. It's not like you're going to be hurting forever, but your life around you got better. It's like, no, you inside, your heart's not going to be broken. Your brain's not going to be sabotaging you. Like, you get pulled out of that by changing, acts of service, putting in efforts, working out, finding a hobby, micro wins. It's I'm just so excited for the hope. I want to instill hope into someone who has been living hopeless for a while. So, because I was there, I was 100% there, like, dead to myself. I may have been living, but I was not alive. Like, and now seeing where I am now and where you are, Drew,
Yes.
it's so worth it, man. We worked so effing hard, and we're still working hard, but it's just so much easier now because we're not in our own way. Like, we can face the world because we are okay. We're not perfect. I still have bad days, but I've learned how to get through those bad days. So anyway, That's the longest you've let me talk in a long time.
Preach it, man. Preach it. Actually,
Preach
I
it.
think we just end the episode because there's nothing more to say. Shogun.
I was
No,
like, all right,
no, absolutely. I mean,
goodbye.
yeah, absolutely. It's I mean, as complex as that is, everybody has their own situations and relational stuff. I agree. I mean, it's like, like we say, work on what you can work on. And focus or change what you can change, and usually that's you first. Um, to be able to, I mean, like, I think too many people look like, I need to change my family. So they're like focused outward towards their family when dad's really the a-hole that needs changing first or addressing things. And the family follows suit or can, or are more likely to follow the lead. Um, and, and then you have a kind of this, this foundation that's being built for that. I mean, Leighton, you had to go internal. You had to really seek out like what you're about and what, and not worry about the relationships around you for a time. I mean, it's interesting because it's like you almost have to like get selfish before you can pour out, because we pour out to others how full we are, and if we're empty, man, we're going to be pouring out garbage, kind of thing. And so I agree with you. It's just like control what you can, change what you can, and maybe the relationships don't come around, but at least you're not coming from a place of like, oh, I'm unwilling to change, or I'm unwilling to work on my shiz. Um, at least you're coming to the table like, hey, I've been working hard at this. It's not working out because it takes two to tango. Um, but it's, they're deciding no. But at least, you gave it your best, and you're better from it, to where if like you're going into a life of singleness or into another or another relationship or whatever, you're coming from a stronger place than you were before,
Yeah.
um, yeah. So, and that
Oh
could
yeah.
be, yeah.
I got ready for my family, man. Like, because I did all of this when I was single, pretty much, and then I got to a place to where I was like, kind of wanted to date, but didn't at the same time. Like, I was very picky, and I was like, no, I'm still working on myself, still working on myself. And then Haley came around, and I was like, nope, 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 and then we became really good friends. But anyways, it's not about
Yeah. Well, I
that,
mean,
but
it doesn't help that you're related to half the county.
yeah, but
I'm sorry.
I did no. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but I came up short for once.
It's okay. It wasn't worth the time.
Right? Yeah. Well, and I want to say too, like something simple, like so many traditions, family traditions happen in this season, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, like Halloween. These are fun things to do, and I know they can be expensive, but like I remember so many things from our childhood, the good stuff, the traditions, the fun, the everything that mom did and dad. Um and they make such an impact. Like I'm all with these kids, I'm always just like the little things we talk about, they'll remember for a long time.
Oh, dude.
And it could be you have the power to make it a good memory or a bad memory. So like do it for them, like and as you get better at it, do it more, you get better at it. And
Yeah.
but yeah, just be excited.
Well,
like, oh, Christmas is coming. Like instead of like, oh my gosh, I gotta buy all these gifts, you don't necessarily have to, like they'll remember gifts, sure, but like and they might be bummed if they don't get a certain gift, or but like focus on the fun stuff, the hey,
set the tone.
yeah, set the tone, certain food, put on music, music, Christmas movies, like it doesn't have to be
Mariah Carey.
a chore. But yeah, man,
No,
I
no. Oh,
I am so shocked you brought that up.
no. I'm actually dreading. Okay, speaking of dread and darkness, and I'm gonna keep to this. I'm not gonna reframe it. Like, it'll be I bet you we'll hear her Christmas songs before Thanksgiving on the
Oh
radio. I
yeah.
don't listen to radio
Oh
much,
dude,
but
dude, Dollar General already has Christmas stuff up. Like,
well, yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, I mean, the radios are gonna be playing that stupid songs
why are you
before.
listening to the
I
radio?
I honestly don't,
Old man,
but
like you have an 8-track player too?
dude, that'd be rad. I would love that
That
actually.
would be sick. I
I got my
have
turntable,
vinyl,
but
like I have hundreds of vinyl over here too, so I can't even talk. But
yeah. So no, I only actually listen to radio for sports.
Brooks and
So
Jubal in the morning.
yeah, right. Shout out
Old Portland, well, radio. Oh well, actually, I think they're
Seattle,
still around. But
and they're in
oh, is it
Seattle.
Seattle? Okay.
Yeah,
Ugh.
they changed shows, but anyways,
I'm totally kidding.
but yeah, so but I mean, yeah, reframe your thought process even in that to where it's like, I choose to focus on what is good about season, what is good about
Yeah,
Christmas, what is good about, you know, all that.
yeah.
So
Don't and if you had a crappy Christmas growing up, stop holding on to that. Stop letting people of the past rule how you react to the future stuff. I used to do that with church. Like I had a lot of church hurt, and then I realized, I don't know, in my healing, I was like, I'm giving years of power to people I've never even met or that don't even know me anymore or aren't even alive. Like,
because you
and it's
killed
like
them.
I was, yeah, but I was like, that is stupid. I literally was
Yeah,
like, that is so dumb
yeah.
to like allow that. So I let it go.
Mhm.
And now I have a
Let it
very
go.
healthy relationship at church. We're such parents. Anyways,
No,
but
but I mean, yeah, let it go. But I mean, like, I don't want it to sound too simple, and I know you're not trying to frame it simple, but just like get help letting it go if you need to get help. But
yeah,
just like, we're having to do that constantly where it's just like, okay, dude, I'm going to be right there with school. I have such bad memories of school. I got held back. I got kicked out. I got, all these things that just framed how I look at school. And so I never finished
yeah.
because I was just so beat up by it. And so now anytime I go back, I'm just like, oh, those being at the whiteboard. Well, now at my time it was chalkboard. Being at the chalkboard, like trying to do a math problem, I will wet my pants even now. Yeah, it's warm, and
You're
so
not supposed to do that. It's
because of
warm.
the trauma of
Oh, totally. Yeah.
of those times, and so I'm gonna have to get help just to even. And I've gotten a lot of help along the way with just in other areas that transfer over and successes and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, just it's not simple, of course, but so find ways that is helpful. Um, I
Yeah.
read a quote the other day, and I think I saved it because it was good and it was on par with this. And it's not a song, so we're not going to get in trouble, copyrighted.
Like last episode.
Yeah. Um, but it says, find men who want to win. Train with them, build with them, suffer with them. That's actually not it. But that's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
Dang it, where is it? Maybe
I
it's on my head.
literally was about to compliment you and be like, we are so notoriously for being like, what's that quote? I don't know. And we say it wrong. We don't quote or look it up. And then I was like, wow, he's actually doing it.
Yeah.
And you
No,
looked up
dang
the
it.
wrong one. That's so
I
funny.
well, it's the same format. Basically it was like it was something to the tune of like uh you know be the wolf, but realize wolves are only effective when they're in their pack. So find your
Mm,
wolf pack, and that could be a negative wolf pack, but so try to find a good positive wolf pack, because the ways that men, people eat, with the ways that wolves eat and the pack eats is together. The way they survive is
mm,
together. And so
yeah.
I took a lot out of it, even clearly I didn't save it for some reason. Because it's like, no, I've got a group of guys that I journey with once a week. and they're
Hmm.
closer than brothers now. Sorry, closer than you. Well, proximity.
I'm glad someone's distracting you from me, so that's good.
Yeah, and we challenge each other. We call each other out, kindly, being like, "Dude, that's you're looking at this lens back here. This lens better."
Yeah.
And so and that's exactly how we move through these dark seasons, is together with like-minded men and women, where we can help refrain the thoughts of the past that sabotage our future.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyways,
Yep. And
ne-
and it's perfect. I really like the, outsourcing your support group, your, not you, but people in general, finding other men to build you up. That's important, but do not let it be an escape away from your family. There's so many people that can, like, oh, you could use it as a, like, I need to get away from my family, so I'm gonna go hang out with the guys or whatever. No, we're building each other up, we're having fun. But like, if you're neglecting your household, don't do that. Don't let it be an escape. Let it be a strong support group for you to do better at home. Wow, I said that terribly, but anyways, just, yeah, I don't know.
quote
I
that.
there are, I mean, there's pastors that are, they'll give and give and give and give to their community, and then their family
At the sake
dwindles because
of,
they don't
yeah.
have enough energy for at home. And they'll be like, but I'm helping others. And it's like, dude, but your house, like the who you chose to grow with, they dwindled away because your focus is on everyone else besides your family. So I don't know. The family unit, when it gets healthy, is so, like, the structure of it is so good. Like, that I've learned, it's like, oh, I have a partner that actually loves, cares, respects me, and because I'm respectable and strong. And um it makes such a difference when you have a home to come to. Like, when we went to North Star a couple weeks ago, we were like, do you want to just stay home? Like, staying home sounds so nice, not out of fear, laziness. It was out of, like, this is such a safe zone for all of us, that, like, it's the best place to be in the world. So make home the best place in the world, like, instead of trying to escape from it. So, and that, you can put blame on others in your household, for it not going well. But just look at yourself. What can you change? What do you have control of? Because you can't change other people. uh and just be the change you want to see in your own little world. Quoting Gandhi a little bit.
And we also
But
spoke to that in episode 4 and 3 and 7.
I think the Gandhi episode was 3.
You're the Gandhi episode.
Yeah,
But no,
we didn't have an episode on Gandhi. We
No.
jokingly quoted Gandhi in episode 3.
But we were jokingly serious. I mean, it's because it's good stuff. No, and honestly, I mean, spoiler alert, I'm an optimist, but I'm, the way things are going in the world today, I'm like, it's only going to get worse. And I actually mean that. Like, what? Like, I'm serious. Like,
No, it's fine. I'm just curious where you're gonna go with this.
I just, the way things are, and I'll be that old man being like, hey, things are gonna get worse. So get your Shizzledorf together, because the way we're headed, and I'm not just the winds. The winds that are coming down the pipeline, or I'm really messing my metaphors here, but what's coming down the pipeline is very, like, toxic, very self-serving, very, and if you don't agree with me, just look at your phone, just look at all the ads on social media, and what do? They make you feel like you're not enough. You make you feel like you're not making enough. You're not um, happy. That's their whole goal, so that you constantly, that alone right there, that's our mentality. And now our attention spans are getting shorter. Our kids' attention spans are getting shorter. Our conversations, like my wife and I were joking the other day, it's just like half our conversation is just repeating memes, which is funny, but like that's it. Like
Yeah.
it's taken conversations to a different level. And sure, it's funny,
Yeah.
and it gets a point across, we get a good laugh, but it's also like, huh, what like
Yeah.
how this is reshaping the structure of things. Look at any school system right now, and I got an 8-year-old. You got young kids too that are in school systems that are having a challenge to even keep their attention, because at home and everywhere else the attention's like little snippets here, 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 and that's the intake time that they have, and then they're on to the next, and I'm on to the next, kind of thing. And so with getting our own lives together, I mean, it is for me a scary thing, because I want my kid to be armed, to be able to think critically, to be able to think respectfully of others, and love others, and be able to process his own feelings and thoughts. But this world doesn't allow for that. It's ADD, crazy off the rails.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's part of what we want to do as men, is to get our own stuff together, so that those around us are pulled into a healthier habit, lifestyle, whatever, and
Yeah.
not be swayed by the winds of crazy.
Yeah. No, that's 100% true. And this thought popped into my head of like, your household has a wealth of knowledge in it, including
Just
you.
by
You're
one
very
person.
smart, and I've always called you wise. Will you stop discrediting yourself? I'm gonna kick your ass.
I said one person, me. Yeah.
Whatever, dude. You're trying to say Alyssa, but your wife. But anyways, no, she is so smart and also really funny. But like, I was thinking about you and her having conversations like, what do you think about this? And like in front of Ethan, and that advertently teaching Ethan to ask questions to you guys, because you guys have a wealth of knowledge versus asking the internet or something. And not that he has access to that, but like if we talk with our partners about stuff, and in front of the kids, talk, not fight, and have fun with them too, like the kids will see that and they want to
That's
talk
how they
to
learn.
you too. Like, yeah, that's how they
Sort of
learn.
learn social
if you're gonna
skills.
ignore your partner, they're gonna ignore you. They'll learn to ignore you.
Yeah, that's how they learn social skills. That's how they learn problem solving. That's how they learn what's right in the world, according to you. My son, he's an only child, so there's a different aspect there too. But he's smart in the way he thinks and processes things. And I'd like to credit that to just his two biggest examples are myself and his mom. And but yeah, but I do see that, and I see some negative side of him picking up habits of mine. I remember his first curse word. He was probably 3, and it was like right after I cursed when I was driving in the car, and I was like, "Oh crap! Now I can't say that." I was actually
He's like,
laughing.
Oh crap!
Well, yeah. No. He I was yelling at somebody, and because I'm very passionate when I drive.
You've grown so much.
And all of a sudden I hear this little tiny voice in the back seat of my Tacoma, and he's just like, "God damn it!" And I was just like, "Oh man, I shouldn't be saying that anyways." But I'm like, I started laughing. I'm like, "Oh son, let's not be using that word. Daddy shouldn't be using that word." And thankfully, I mean, I haven't said that again, I don't think, but it was funny, this little cute little voice. God damn it. Yep. Fail.
But, great. Now I got to put the explicit tag on this
Oh,
episode. I'm
what
just
is it?
kidding, not for that word at least. But and real quick because we're coming up on time, but I wanted to there is a part 3. I just want to touch up on it real quick.
Yeah.
So if Drew doesn't talk, that'd be great. Anyways, the last part is like, once you work on yourself, um, extending beyond the household, acts of service in this season, helping others. And I wanted to add to people that are single and don't have life at home. When I was talking about like go out and do things like volunteer, go help, go sing songs by yourself in the store. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But showing up for other people that really need it. And if you're not ready for that, do it anyways.
Well,
No,
no,
only because it'll make you feel so fulfilled. Like it feels good to help others. Hopefully, hopefully it feels good for you to help others. But
but I would say
um,
this is really comes from an overflow of your heart.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to add a little anecdote, like because we go to community group through church, and it's a really close knit family, people that you could reach out to and they'll be there for you. Plug for whoever wants to go do that to help them through this season. But anyways, one of the guys, he was ex drugs, really kind heart. You could tell like he had a hard past because he was hurting a lot. He was trying to get his life here. He was getting his life together actively. And he was living alone, and we had a giant snowstorm up on Cobb, and no one had heard from him in our little group WhatsApp chat thing, and and he lived up there, and he had a crappy car, so it was like we're like, can someone go check on him? And the snowstorm was so bad that my work closed for the 3 days, and so I was like, you know what? I'll go check on him. And I had a crappy small car at the time. I didn't have my Subaru, and it took me hours to get up the mountain because there were like 80 trees down, and crews working on them. And I got to his place. I was actually really expecting something bad potentially, just preparing myself. But I knocked on his door and came out. He's like, dude, what are you doing here? He was reading a book, and I was like, we didn't hear from you. We were worried about you and wanted to check on you. He was like, really? Like, you came up through all of this for me? And I was like, yep, I had literally zero other reason to be up here. Not to make him feel bad, but to make him feel special. And it meant so much to him of just that act of kindness. And I had a pretty drive. It was fun. Like, I like going through storms and stuff, and the power had gone out, and that's why we didn't hear from him. And he was just reading, and he was like, well, thank you so much for checking on me. And I went home. So it matters. Like, we talk about how crappy the world is getting. Like in last episode, we were talking about like extending to your neighbors just to be nice, like being nice. And it makes a big difference. So like, I'm not saying you have to work on yourself, work on your family, and go change the world with this episode. It's just like, no, work on yourself, and then once things get better, work on your family, and once things better, go work on other people. Like it is a process. It is not a all out do or nothing, because that'll make you fail. So you're welcome.
Wow. 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 I mean, I guess negative press is good press still, so we'll see about that. No, I agree with that. I would say though, don't wait till you're ready.
Yeah.
Work on yourself, but don't wait until, oh, I've arrived. Like we've talked about. We're in journey. But we still have things we're a little bit farther along than maybe other people are, so we want to encourage those people. So work on yourself and get to a point where you are leading for more health, to start working on your family. But I think it's a little bit more fluid, to where, and then next after that is going out. I think that you can do all three, but as long as you have a healthier foundation in yourself, it makes the others a whole lot easier, and it becomes more natural because you're again overflowing from a healthy heart. Naturally, where your kids or your wife or spouse or significant other are noticing you change, it's infectious. to where it's just
It
like,
is.
oh, they're changing, and then your community or work, whatever the case may be, they're seeing that, and it's infectious. Like, what's going on with so and so, and um, so as long as you're working on yourself first,
Yeah,
um, yeah, it flows nicely. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
it
It's
does.
how it should
Lead
be.
by lead by example. You'll be happier. Your family will be happier. But in
And don't
closing,
and don't. I'm
what?
sorry. And
Oh,
don't be a bleep on social
douchebag.
media.
Oh yeah, turn that
Just
off. Your
or be
comment
involved.
means
I'm
nothing.
involved in it because I actually have some groups that are very uplifting and help me. Otherwise, I would turn it off. But I
Oh,
make it a
totally.
point to really I really don't read comments much at all if I can help it. And then B, if I do leave a comment, it's always going to be positive, not toxic positivity, but more in the sense of just like I've got two options here. I could try to just destroy somebody.
Yeah,
Why? Or I can
right.
just encourage somebody. And like for the ones that I feel like I could destroy, it's like why even respond? I
Yeah,
don't have a relationship with them. It's all one dimensional. Um,
right.
but I choose to just encourage, and it's infectious. It's a wonderful
Yep.
thing when you are. So, in
Yeah,
closing, you
comments
were
are either
saying,
gonna pit real quick. Comments are either gonna piss you off, or it's gonna scare you about the condition of the world.
"Oh crap, maybe
um,
that's me."
yeah, right. Anyways, so yeah, in closing, just wanted to recap like the micro wins at home. They're gonna anchor your household. Number two, dark months can be soil for growth. And number three, serving others pushes light into the season. So just keep those in mind. And I want to inspire you guys. If you're listening to this podcast, you're already steps ahead. You're seeking motivation instead of hiding. Shut up, Drew. You're just the worst.
You are
Um,
already, you made it. You found this podcast. You made it.
I'm
Like,
just saying. Anyways, even if you're stuck in your
I'm sorry. Continue on. I love it.
I hate it. No. Even if
Even if
you're
you have a
stuck in your
brother like Drew. Oh, sorry.
yes, even if you're stuck in your feelings, remember people out there need you. Like they do. Not strangers, but your family. They need you. They chose you. Your kids didn't really choose you, but to be their parent, but be a parent that they're proud to choose, that they'd be proud choosing you. Like they need the motivation you've built. Get inspired by inspiring others. There's literally no better feeling. Like I'm just so stoked for someone to change their life for them, because it means everything. I this year I've had two bad days. I've cried twice, just having a rough day. Twice in like 365 days. Every other day has been great. I used to like only have two good days a year. It's a big deal, and these micro wins, these small changes, everything we're trying to tell you guys, it makes all the difference in the world. Just do it for yourself, even, and then naturally the rest of the world, your little world around you, will change. And so anyway,
Yeah, well, and
love you guys.
you've had good days once a week guaranteed since March.
Yes, because I've on this podcast hanging out with you. Yep.
Yep, that's true.
Yep. My whatever day, every day we record is a gift.
Wow,
So,
that's Hallmark right there. Um,
ugh.
if you want more of Leighton, troll him online. He'd love to share more. And but yeah, post any comments, or if you want to contact us, message us individually, and we'll talk more, because obviously Leighton has a passion for it. I have a passion
People
for
have,
health. Oh, they have?
yeah,
Oh, I don't count.
they've reached out to us.
I'm joking. Yeah, no, I'm just joking. But yeah, hope this episode sort of helps, shines the light, or whatever. That's it,
Yeah,
buddy.
that's it. We got this. I'm stoked for fall. I'm actually mad that it's still hot outside. 879.
Oh my gosh, you crackhead.
I can't wait to ride Sunday morning with Haley in that crisp air because it's starting to come and I'm loving it. But it just always happens. The love part happens, and then it can turn into depression, and it's not going to, because we have each other, we have this project, we have our communities, and we're gonna get through this season. We're gonna thrive through this season. I think it's gonna be awesome. So
I have a new goal for you.
oh God, what?
Cry more often.
Okay. I cry when I have a reason to cry. Like I cry. Like, but
No,
I don't
healthy cry.
have many
Healthy
reasons
cry.
to cry anymore. Yeah. I love crying, dude. I sometimes, like, if I'm just overwhelmed and have a lot, I'll just cry it out real quick. Move on. You know, there is so much strength in crying.
Okay, I have a new goal. I want to make you
Yes.
cry in the episode because I want to see it. What a jerk.
I'm trying to think what you could do. I'm like trying to help you. I'm like, what? Well, how could I help you make me cry? Bring it, son. Let's go.
Let's talk about mom. Okay. Anyways,
That'll come.
Hey.
That'll come.
thank you all. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you, brother, and your journey, and glad you're on this side of things and helping others. And
too,
we'll see you next week.
Thanks for being the spark to get me to where I'm happy. Like, I give you a lot of credit. I give you a lot of credit for my healthiness. So not all the credit, but
I don't want all the credit.
So you, me, Christ, credit.
End episode. Peace.